founding anniversary ng Armed Forces of the Philippines. At Sandro, nabanggit nga natin kanina, nakikilalanin natin yung mga magigiting na sundalo at yung mga a-awardan. And this morning, napakapalad natin dahil kikilalanin natin ang isang magiting na sundalo at ang kanilang nagawa para sa ating mga kababayan. So this morning, makakasama po natin ating very special guest, si General Felicito Trinidad, Division Commander ng 1st Infantry Division, Zamboanga. Good morning!
Magandang umaga din po.
General, siguro alam naman natin na kumbaga ma-award na nagawa sa Zamboanga. Baka naman maaari mo kaming kwentuhan tungkol sa inyong experience kumbaga sa naganap sa Zamboanga.
Basically yung sa Zamboanga, I was designated as the overall ground commander. Overall ground commander of all AFP, ground forces, saka yung kasama na rin yung PNP doon. Kasi medyo may kalakihan yung area at marami na yung tropa nandoon. So I was designated as the overall ground commander.
So, General, para sa inyo, ano yung pinaka-main challenge o yung nakita niyong problema nung nandun kayo, nung on-duty po kayo doon?
Of course, ang malaking problema doon is paano ma-prevent yung casualties o mga civilian hostages. Very clear yung instruction sa akin ng ating Commander-in-Chief and the Chief of Staff and also the Secretary of National Defense na as much as possible walang civilian casualty.
Bilang overall ground commander po, General, paano niyo po kumbaga in-arrange yung mga mangyayari at magaganap na kumbaga, syempre may mga phases po yan, kumbaga, paano niyo po pinlano ang lahat ng mga
yes,
nangyayari?
basically, yung unang-una muna, because of that incident, ang unang ginawa natin doon was basically to contain the crisis within the 4 barangays lang. So ayaw natin kumalat pa. So that is why yun muna yung kinuha natin doon. Yung area, until such time that additional forces will come in. Then, so sabi ko nga, yung main areas, main conflict is only 4 barangays. So doon nakatutok yung ating AAP forces. Samantala yung outside that main conflict area is yung PNP naman. So yun po yung coordination namin noon between the armed forces and the PNP. So yung kondon is we divided the operations into 3 phases. Yung first 2 phases is basically yung military doon, ang lead role together with the police. And so first phase is about yung military operation to get after to rescue and capture yung mga MNLF renegades. Then yung second phase was the clearing phase. Ito naman yung pag-clear doon sa mga stragglers, sa mga unexploded ordnances. And yung third phase is yung basically yung development, which was undertaken by the City Crisis Management Committee.
Pero General, kamustahin po natin ang Zamboanga ngayon? Kamusta na po ang mga bayan doon, yung mga naapektuhan po nung panahon na yun?
Sa ngayon, medyo, nanumbalik na yung sigla ng bayan.
Yung buhay ng mga taga-Zamboanga.
In fact, actually, even yung during the second phase, yung commerce was already picking up. And ngayon, masasabi natin na naibalik na nga. Although, sabi natin, mayroon pa rin talagang pangamba ng konti. In fact, ang kagandahan nga doon, yung sinasabi nila doon na ground zero, yung 4 na barangay, naging tourist spot na ng Zamboanga. So,
pero General, sa ngayon, may mga ginagawa po ba tayo bilang part po kayo ng Infantry Division? Ano po yung mga ginagawa natin para mas maiwasan na po yung mga ganyang problema sa ngayon?
Of course, yung kinukan natin doon, first is we strengthened with yung defense ng city in coordination with also with the PNP. Second, of course, we still respect yung yung peace agreement entered into by the Philippine government and yung MNLF in 1996. So sabi ko nga, ang guidance naman is we still respect. Ito, kunting grupo lang ito. Yung grupo na nag-aklas nung September, yung Zamboanga City. So we're doing yung confidence building again, re-engaging yung mga MNLF commanders. And of course, sabi ko nga, hindi yung MNLF sumama doon. So kinukuha namin yung mga sub-commanders and we're trying to re-engaging them.
So nakakatuwa, Sandro, kahit nag-die down na yung issue, patuloy pa rin silang tumutulong dito sa Zamboanga at hindi
Kasama pa
nila
rin sila sa
pinapabayaan.
face,
Yes.
Pero ito, General, curious kasi ako, kumbaga, being yung overall ground commander nga po, ano po ba yung mga kailangan na take into consideration nyo po? Kumbaga, hindi naman pwedeng bira tayo ng bira, nasusugod tayo kasi marami tayong mga factors na iniisip, katulad siguro ng mga civilians. So, paano nyo, kumbaga, kinategorize kung paano gagawin at paano kikilos na, kumbaga, efficient tayo pero alam natin na ilulugar natin yung dapat nating priority?
Actually, sabi ko nga kanina, medyo mahirap talaga as a ground commander. Although overall ground commander, kung meron pa mga sub-ground commander. So, basically, yun nga, ang question doon at that time was how to rescue the hostages and at the same time, unaware din yung mga MNLF pa renegades. In short, paano mo ipe-pressure? Kasi pag hindi mo mape-pressure, baka ma-offset yung momentum, mapunta sa kanila. So that is why yun ang mahirap doon sa mga ground commanders. But basically, ako yung natutuwa because yung mga kasundaluhan natin on the ground ay talaga namang yung ingatan talaga nila yung mga civilian casualties. In fact, they were very, very careful. Kung naalala ko noon, there was an issue na masyado daw kami mabagal yung ground forces. So, but of course, hindi ganun kadali because first, it's an urban terrain and secondly, it's about, let's say, about 200 plus na hostages. So, yun ang primary consideration is yung safety nila. And on the other hand, siyempre, meron ka ding, you have to put pressure doon sa mga armed group so that the momentum will still be on our side.
Kumbaga medyo strategic din po yung ginawa. Hindi naman, kumbaga,
Hindi bara-bara
hindi
lang
naman.
na basta-basta makagawa lang ng
In
plan.
fact, our special units, for example, yung Scout Ranger, yung Light Reaction Battalion, I think they did superbly their job in minimizing yung casualty. Although hindi nakakalungkot at mayroon pa rin talagang mga civilian na casualty, but if we're going to look at it the success, overall success, I think it can be attributed yun doon sa skills and competencies ng mga units natin on the ground.
Pero General, patungkol naman po dito sa mga Typhoon Yolanda survivors, ano pong naging contribution ng Infantry Division?
Yeah, ganito yon yung at the height after nung Typhoon Yolanda, marami kami natanggap. For example, ako, personally, may mga na-receive akong text and calls na nagpapatulong mga well-meaning organizations and individuals doon sa area namin, sa Zamboanga. Actually, yung area ng 1st Division covers the Zamboanga Norte, Zamboanga Sur, Zamboanga Sibugay, Basilan, Misamis Occidental, and Tadsulanao provinces. So may mga tawag na how could we help in transporting their relief goods. So, ang naisip na lang namin is pinag-ipon-ipon na lang namin, waiting for the availability of C-130 and our naval assets. So, we were able to gather about 112 tons of relief goods.
Ang dami yata nun.
That's coming from the 1st Division. Out of these 112 tons, I think 87 tons went to Ormoc area. Then just 2 weeks ago, we sent about 27 tons doon naman sa Northern Capiz and Antique.
Alright, thank you so much, General Felicito Trinidad. Mabuhay po kayo. I believe isa po kayong awardee para sa 78th founding
po.
anniversary ng AFP. Congratulations!
Salamat din sa mga sundalo at ginawa nila yung trabaho nila.
Mabuhay po kayong lahat. Thank you for joining us this morning. That was General Felicito Trinidad, Division Commander, 1st Division.